Alright, hello. Here we are. Hello. We're back. For some F1 manager. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And blah 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 blah. But we back. How's everyone doing? How's all of the 0 people here doing? Right, we're here in Hungary, and the welcome in, GG. If Red Bull can, Arrow can. Love the support. But we're here in Hungary, which is 2 races before the 2 races before the mid-season break, and we have 14 million remaining. And if you don't know, JG, that is like nothing. That is like, if I were to buy, let's see here. Let's go into parts on a car. If I were to like buy a new engine, that's 5 mil. And then a new ERS system is like 2.5. A new gearbox is 1 million. And then I'm gonna keep having to manufacture all of these parts throughout the whole season, as well as researching parts for next season as well. So, to be honest, it's not going amazing. We're gonna have to make a new rear wing. We're gonna have to make new suspensions. And already, that has taken... Ooh, 1.5 million away! Rightio. Okay. Well, sure. How are our facilities doing in the meanwhile? Everything seems to be grand, but yeah, things are not going amazingly. We've a new regulation vote. Is it get rid of double points in the last race of the season, because that is the worst rule ever created by anyone ever? It is... No! It is changing the limit down! We don't like that. We like the limit as it is. It's already not as much as we would like. We would like an infinite amount of gearboxes and stuff. But wow. If that gets removed for next season, we could be screwed. Because one crash will fuck your entire season. Because if you ruin one ERS system, one engine, that's kaput, like, you know. A couple things are on the verge of needing renovated. Okay. I'm guessing those couple things will be renovated over the summer break. There's the word. Just had to stutter a bunch.
We've arrived at the Hungaro Ring, located just outside Budapest. It's one of the shortest laps on the F1 calendar. Drivers are forced close together on this track, jostling for position and defending their space to the end. What on paper could be a low-speed circuit is turned flat out by modern Formula One cars. The Hungaroring's short lap means track position is essential in qualifying, and drivers will need to be careful of track limits throughout the race. It was Charles Leclerc who tasted victory in the last race, but he will surely be looking to find the recipe.
It is Hungary, and I don't even remember what happened last time out, to be honest. This is the time when you need Sean to come in, and then Sean's like, "Oh, here's what happened last time," because my memory's impeccable, and then I'm like, "Sean, can you give me your brain? Because your memory is like next level, whereas my memory is that of a tortoise." Anyway, we're gonna chuck all the old parts on the car. And it is Hungary, so you don't really need amazing parts. So we're not gonna put amazing parts on the car. We're gonna try and see how much we can get away with here. Because we already need to start rationing parts because we are so screwed in the cost cap, or with the cost cap, so we need to like not mess up ever. So yeah. That's as much as we can get away with. And then Behrman. There we are. We'll save that there. And head on through to qualifying. We're going to give Behrman the tow here to help him out. But anyway, how are you getting on, JG, if you're still here? How are things? How's being like easily half a second quicker than me? How's that going for you? Oh, JG, I missed when you were tier 2. It's just so much better. Now I'm so much slower. Anyway, we've gone out now. Behrman may actually, in turn, give Tersu a bit of a tow here. And Tersu's found herself getting into Q3 a bunch, and she may do it again because Behrman is shit at quali. If Behrman were just like less shit at quali, it'd be great. Oh, they're on top of each other, okay.
So pick up the pace, pick up the pace.
Copy. You need to push more. Copy.
Alright now, on our laps we go. We just gotta keep an eye out on Montoya, who may block us here. Hopefully he does not, that would be preferable. Montoya did not. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Hopefully both of our drivers are improving. Leclerc's not improving at all. Behrman's got green, so hopefully Behrman can at least jump up here. Because I would prefer Behrman not go out in Q1. You know? Behrman crosses the line now, does improve 4 tenths. And we can tell our drivers to back off now.
Copy. Start button on. Okay.
And then Porchere's just casually gone 4/10 clear. But I think we're okay, just Porchere is just so much quicker. I can't wait to have Porchere in next season because he's just going to be such a pleasure to have. Because his quality pace is just different. He should, like with the Ferrari, he should be on pole. Let's drive a track. I haven't actually thought about that, but in this game, Alfa Romeo should have pretty much the Ferrari engine all of the time, I would say. Although they're customers, so maybe I don't know if in game they cheat, like they pick their a favorite engine. Like they're like, we'll switch up engine this year. We'll go with Mercedes. We'll go with Rebel Powertrain. I wonder will they add that where like it'll be news that certain customer teams are going with like a different engine, like Williams going with a Ferrari engine. Everyone's like, what? That's mental. What the hell? That doesn't make any sense. But you know, it's a storyline that could happen. It would be just very far-fetched. But you know what I mean? You could have stuff like that. Alright, thankfully did not get blocked by the Aston there on the inside. Could still get blocked by this AlphaTauri of Tursu. She's got out of the way. Don't know if she blocked Leclerc. Leclerc got a purple first, so I believe not. Anyway, as we complete our laps now, Behrman's 2/10 down. I think we'll just immediately go out on another run. Porchere now only 100th off. And we will leave a set of mediums for Behrman for the race, absolutely. Decent, we may get a little tow here from Hadjar with Leclerc, but is Maloney going to come out and block us here? Doesn't block Leclerc, is he going to block Behrman? Behrman does get out ahead of Maloney, that's good to see. Hopefully no one's going to block our lap here. Leclerc. Oh, and hit a Russell. Ooh, we definitely blocked a little bit there. And neither of our drivers look like they're improving. The good thing is though, I think we may have done the best lap that we can already. And I don't think anyone's going to really compete with us at this stage. And yeah, looks like we're through. We are through. We are through. But anyway, we now have Q3. It says Behrman only has 2 softs. Does that mean he's not going to have softs for the race? He does have an extra set of mediums. I wonder, is that going to say that Behrman has an extra set of mediums for the race? I wonder. But Behrman's going to follow Leclerc out now, out of the box. Hopefully no one blocks our lap here, because we only really have 2 runs with the softs. And as long as we don't run into Russell here, we should be okay. Russell's coming to start a lap here, and Leclerc's getting close to him, but I think Russell's gone now, so I don't believe we're going to get blocked here. And already the Alfa Romeo has set a purple first because Leclerc doesn't have it, which you would automatically guess. And I don't think they're great laps at all. Yeah. Porchere considerably quicker. And I'm pretty sure we had a 12 on the mediums. So these are definitely not good laps at all here. We're gonna see, can we head on through, and so let's see if we can get a tow from Maloney if he's coming in. Yeah, Maloney's in now, so we're gonna keep an eye on the Red Bull garage and see if we can get a tow from Maloney to help us up there. Not a great qualifying at the all. Solov is ahead of us in P2. Who would have said that? It's a bit mental. But to be fair, the AlphaTauris have been pretty much insane in quali. They have been better in quali than the Red Bulls this season. Now we're just gonna wait until Maloney eventually decides to go out. Which maybe never. He may just be like, nah, not feeling it today actually. Just didn't wanna. Tummy hurt. Oh, there he is now. And we're already all together because of a McLaren on a lap. Okay, great. Great to know. Great. Great to know. Great to know. Love that. Love whenever, just because there's someone on the lap, it automatically then puts all of the drivers on top of each other. You know? Just fills me with such glee. You know? I'm sure you know, because it fills you with glee as well, knowing that just the game is that impeccably made. Now, usually the second time around when you load in, the Red Bull goes out at a different time than it did the first time. So, again, we're going to have to watch this to find out when Maloney wants to go out. It's usually the second time you load in is I'm like, that is when they find a, like, what's the word? A pattern? Formula? You know what? I have a feeling it's going to do the exact same thing again. And Leclerc, then Behrman, right now. And there was a bit of a mix-up. I don't think it was too bad though. There's none of our drivers that are like on top of each other. There's a McLaren coming through now of Solov, or in Sonoda, not Solov, different name. There's now an Aston all over the rear. Of Behrman.
Pretty out. Yep, you can go now.
And that, yeah, that's gonna ruin our lap because he's gonna like defend fucking clear. Fuck now. Anyway, let's try this again. And we'll just go out. Actually, we'll go out late, see if that does anything. We'll go out. No. I just realized Maloney was going out then anyway. Now we're behind the Aston. Well,
And look after tires in the high speed.
Copy.
now neither of us have got a tow. Is Behrman even going to get a lap started? Nope.
Taking it back.
Hilarious how just so great this game is. Let's try go out. 2 minutes 30 to go. If that changes anything, I'm guessing it won't, but we'll just try things to try and, I don't know, get the game to work properly. And it's 2 minutes 30. Boom. Let's go. We're actually gonna get laps in now. Here we are. Here we are, chat. Finally, the Rock has come back to the Hungaroring. Behrman has gone yellow in the first sector. Just you love to see it. You love to see his consistency in quali, where it's just bad, you know. Like that, the consistency is just terrible. But as they come across the line now, Leclerc goes P2, a tenth off. Meanwhile, Behrman doesn't improve, out-qualifies Hajar by a thousandth. Doesn't even get in the 12s on softs. This man is a bit of a joke. Anyway, welcome in or welcome into the stream. How's it going? How did you sleep? How many sheep did you count? Welcome in, Scott. Has Hajar got any points yet? I don't think he has points in Mercedes, Scott. He has points with AlphaTauri, despite being awful the whole season. And now that he's with Mercedes, Norris has like 55 points or something. Meanwhile, what's his face? I think Hajar has 0. Right, we're gonna try medium, hard medium with Behrman. Which is quicker race time? That's 45, that's 44. Does Leclerc have... They're not fresh mediums, so no. Leclerc only has fresh softs. Behrman has fresh mediums. Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. But yeah, Scott, Hajar has been miserable the whole season. We're gonna load now into the Hungarian Grand Prix.
There's a fantastic
And let's see how we get on. Teo Porcher, who will be signed by Ferrari next season.
And it's lights out and away
And
we go.
Leclerc on the inside of his championship rival. And the driver to replace him in Ferrari next season after Leclerc retires. Leclerc now on the inside of the Alfa Romeo, aka the Audi at this point. And Leclerc takes the lead of the race, but is still defending. Porcher coming back at him. Leclerc now in the lead. And meanwhile, Behrman not gained any positions. But how's it going, R? How you feeling? And let's have a look now at the championship, Scott, now that you mentioned it. Leclerc is leading, but Hajar has 0 points. I know it says 2 there, but that's because he's currently in P9. He actually has 0 points in a Mercedes. Meanwhile, Norris is on 55, has 2 podiums. I don't think we're going to have the pace now to escape Porcher, so we're just going to hold them off if we can until the DRS is enabled. I'm looking forward to the next game because the DRS will be enabled always on the second lap, which means the initial part will be less difficult.
Press and hold the overtake.
Behrman now trying to look on the outside of Tersu. I'm trying to push a little bit with Behrman because Tersu's struggling a little bit in this early phase. We can now back off with Leclerc.
Increase LIGO for more performance.
He's on the right strat. Meanwhile, Behrman, he won't have DRS. You're breathing, how are you? I'm also breathing. I love breathing, it's great. Push a little bit with Behrman now because Tersu's struggling, but now the DRS is enabled. That will help her defend for a bit. But Solov dropping off the McLarens we don't like. Leclerc has dropped off
Keep pushing.
Porcher. That's not good. Let's see if we can have another push here at getting past.
Top Leclerc, please.
I love GP is always about taking points off Leclerc, even though Verstappen's no longer our engineer. I mean, or not our engineer, our driver. It's all about taking points off Leclerc. You know what's going to be really funny is whenever he says take points off Leclerc and Leclerc's retired. That's going to be really funny. But yeah, or I just went over to the shop where I work and got some tasty pork chops for dinner and sausages and bacon. Leclerc's back through on Porcher. So when I make dinner later, because my parents are away to Edinburgh, which I've had a busy week, so I hadn't really been thinking about them going away to Edinburgh that much. Behrman, do you wanna do you get discounts as employee benefits? I mean, not yet. I mean, I just started there. So I would assume maybe in the future, there may be some employee benefits, maybe there's something, I don't know. But
Charge button off.
there may be discounts and stuff, I don't know.
Think about the lift off. Don't take any risk, please.
But Leclerc's just leading this train now. Porcher actually has more worn mediums than Leclerc's softs. Right. That is fair. I have been very tired. Standing all day is just like my kryptonite.
Charge off when you're ready.
I mean, if I were walking about and doing stuff, it may be easier. But it's the fact at the moment I'm stood at the till the whole day.
Look after those tyres.
Oh, there's a yellow flag out.
It's just to confirm it's third.
That's for Logie Sarge, still making mistakes, Williams. Welcome in, Lucas. Any tips for the game? I would say in race, the biggest thing, Lucas, is to hold on to the DRS of the car in front. That's what we're doing right now. Because it allows us to manage our ERS and fuel. So we're just harvesting now that we have the DRS of the car ahead. Welcome in, Vanguard. I have returned. You got your sleeping schedule fixed just in time. I mean, I kind of have messed up a little bit. But we're getting there. It's better than it was. But welcome in, Vanguard. But yeah, Lucas, staying in the DRS of the car ahead, and also knowing when you're quicker than the car ahead to like push out, like get past, and then escape the car behind so that they don't have your DRS. So with Leclerc, we could be at that at some point. Pourchaire's on really worn mediums here. And I'm actually going to try this. I'm going to try now with Leclerc to escape Pourchaire because Pourchaire's just started on very worn mediums. I don't know why. And we're going to try and escape his DRS here. Which we already have. Pretty much with ease. Pourchaire now is 1 point, or he's 2.1 behind now.
Could you double your lift off, please?
Yeah, Vanguard, I finally got a job started on Tuesday. It's now Thursday, my day off, and for me it has been all just standing because I work at a shop. I'm on the till at the moment. There was a crash. Who crashed? It was Pourchaire and Maloney. It was Pourchaire and Maloney. Oh, contact with the Red Bull. I think the Red Bull has damage there. I don't look the same. How do I look different? Have I not been streaming since my last haircut? I have a haircut. It's faded, you know. Got a little fade. Is it the haircut? Is that what it is? But as R says, what are you studying, Vanguard? You look like if Mr. Potato got slimmer and got rid of his mustache. That is offensive. I don't know in what way. I don't know. I'm actually confused as to how it's offensive, but it's offensive. Lucas likes my haircut. Vanguard, okay? Lucas likes it. Anyway, as you can see, Lucas, Leclerc's out in front, 2.8 ahead. Isn't even pushing. We just have more pace than Pourchaire because he's just, as you can see, he's on much more worn mediums. Meanwhile, Behrman's in a different scenario. He's on a bit more worn mediums than the drivers ahead of him, so he's just trying to like hold on to the DRS while managing the. It looked like you only had hair in the front and bald behind the headphones. There's hair there. How does it look like a bald? Is it the light? I do have a bit of the headphone divot going on. And Behrman, as you can see, is struggling just to stay in the DRS of these cars. If you look at the trajectory of their pit stops, Leclerc's pretty much spot on where he is. Meanwhile, Behrman, his wear's coming in a bit too quick. We want him to manage these mediums. I'm not balding, okay, or I'm not balding. You're balding, you big baldy. Anyway, Behrman, we're just trying to get him to cool his tire temps. You're playing for the first time. Why does it say unable to connect to chat? Let me get chat up on my phone then. I'm confused. It says sorry we were unable to connect to chat. What has happened? Why has chat disappeared? Lucas says he's playing for the first time. Yeah, Lucas, I would just say, a big part is, oh my god, Porcher's somehow crawled it back in. Staying in the DRS of the car ahead. Whenever you're designing new parts, you want them to be at the minimum weight. Alright, R, have a good one. Oh, and that is... Sonoda's out! Sonoda out! I don't even know if he's fully out. He's spun into the wall. But yeah, Lucas, whenever you're researching, designing parts, you want to get to the minimum weight as quickly as possible on all your parts. And that's about it. And upgrade your factory, your factory facility. But as you can see now, Behrman's outside of the DRS, so we're pushing everything to get him back inside the DRS here. And then we can back off. You've missed a few streams. How's Behrman doing? So Behrman is not amazing because he's P4 in the championship. I don't even remember what he did last race. We're going to have to review after this race what actually happened in the last couple of races because I don't actually remember. But as you can see, Leclerc actually has better percentage on his softs than Behrman has on the mediums. So Leclerc is just managing his pace way better, his softs way better. And Behrman's struggling on these mediums. We've got him to get back into the DRS here. I'm going to try and get him to cool those tyres a bit. Meanwhile, Porcher in off the mediums that were a bit worn.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Copy.
And honestly, Behrman may have to box before Leclerc here. I don't think it's actually going to matter because there's a big gap between them. I'll try and extend Leclerc's first stint here because Behrman's going to have to go in first, I would assume.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, he's already really struggling here just to stay with the cars ahead. And Behrman's going to go in the next lap onto the hards. Meanwhile, Leclerc's going to do another lap out on the softs. Before he goes on to the mediums. Welcome in, Jimmy. How's it going? I have just got a job finally, Jimmy. I did mention I had been looking for a job. I'm now on my day off after working 2 days. But finally I've got a fucking job. Hooray.
White line on the exit.
So but I'm just working in a local shop, but it's, something to bring the dollars in, even though I don't earn dollars. But anyway, Leclerc now in for the mediums. Yeah, Jimmy, I'd been, oh yeah. Me and R built this a while ago. It's a Lego man. Let's try and get good lighting here. You can't even see his face. Why is the light? Why is he being shone on? You can see his mouth a little bit where he's going like, sir. Anyway, I earn millions of dollars. Absolutely, yeah. But yeah, I'd been applying for quite some time with no luck. So to actually finally get a job is something. There's another yellow flag out there. Piastri. The Alfa Romeo is not having the best of days. Piastri runs very wide off track. But yeah, Jimmy, when playing this game, I do not do your strat of destroying the fuel. I can't do it. I physically can't do it. We are going to push Behrman though, because O'Sullivan's just in the way. And Russell's more our target, to be honest. Ever thought of applying for a race strategist after the team called Ferrari? Vanguard, if they hired me, I would absolutely do that job. And I would do it better! I would do it better. I would do it better. Like, there's certain jobs where it's like, there's nothing on my CV that says I'm qualified to do that job. But I know in my heart, I would do it better. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. Like, physically no way I could do worse. I would be, in fact, too good at the job. You know. Also, another alternative is director of football. Or, just whoever does the signings at Man United. You know. There's another job, you know, if you want to hire me. Purple lap for Behrman. Still not really in the DRS, though. Just any you want to hire me, I will do a better job. If we were to go through the people I sign on FM, and then the people who United sign in real life, and compare the two, there's a gulf in class and price. 'Cause, for example, United last season needed a midfielder, needed a number 8. Who did they sign? Mason Mount, who's a number 10 for 60 million, and he hasn't fucking played. Guess who I wanted to sign? James Ward-Prowse, who's half the fucking price. Okay. And also doesn't miss games. He doesn't miss them for half price. And that's just one of the thousands of better alternatives I could offer than the ones that United come up with. And yes, it is in the thousands. It is in the thousands.
Heavy accident. Could be a lot of debris on track.
We're really struggling though at the moment here just to stay in the DRS. I am actually going to have to do the Jamie Rose strat and push on fuel. We're kind of demolishing the tyre a bit, but so is Russell, so we're okay. We're okay. We're okay here. We're just trying to get our ERS back here. They could hire you instead of the ball man. See, I honestly couldn't be a manager at all. Couldn't do it. I am not the manager. But signings is something I could do. Better than the people already there. I could not manage a club. Could not be the manager. Eric Ten Hag, already better than me. I'm okay with that. He makes some bad decisions. He makes some good decisions. The key people I'm annoyed with is the people who make the signings. And the sales. They're woeful at their job. With a capital... woeful, you know, like like if you were to capitalize the whole woeful, they capitalize it by God, you know. Oh wait. Okay.
More Lyco.
More Lyco.
Charge on.
Copy.
Alright. Behrman's almost got his ERS fully back. How's he doing on the push? Yeah, he's doing okay, he's doing okay.
Recharge off when you're ready.
He's still inside the DRS, although Russell now on the back of Lawson. Lawson is going to hold him up a tiny bit here. But now we're going to need to push because we need to get past Lawson as well here. Because Lawson's just going to hold us up. We're actually going to charge here with... Oh! Behrman, why have you backed out? Why have you backed out? Yeah, just recharge a little bit with Claire. But yeah, Ferrari strategist. Whoever does the signings at United, those are the 2 jobs I'd be great at.
Yeah, copy.
Sign me right now. I could give you a list of players that I knew were going to be good before they were good. And it's only like a small percentage of misses. Like, for example, I was really high on Timothy Fosu-Mensah, who was already at United, didn't need to sign him anyway, so less of a risk. I was like, why did we sell him? But he hasn't really done anything, you know, since leaving. He was very injury prone when he was here, and then has been very injury prone since. So that would have been one miss I can think of. But there's several players who I just knew were going to be good before everyone else did. Whenever I signed Mbappe in FIFA, it was back when he was called Mbappe Lotin. And I completely forgot that I even discovered Mbappe. Until I went back and was like, oh wait, I signed Mbappe before I even realised I had signed Mbappe. You know? Like, I didn't even realise, oh wait, that was Mbappe back then. I was just like, oh, this is another youth player who's class. You know? Yeah, we're going to get Leclerc now just to peace out from Porcher, because Porcher's tyres are gone diddly on. Yeah, I signed him before he was Mbappe. His name was Mbappe Lotin, like. His name wasn't Mbappe.
Save fuel.
Recharge on.
And I could go through a list of players here, and I want to, but like I'm like, I don't even know how it would load up. I'm gonna have to do like a spreadsheet or some shit on this whole topic to prove how many players I would have discovered. But last summer, my number one signing, even though United needed a striker, I was like, we need to sign James Ward-Prowse. He was like my number one transfer target, and then they just didn't sign him. Mohamed Kudus, I've wanted him for years, and United go ahead and sign Antony for 90 mil instead of Mohamed Kudus. Lucas Paqueta. I mean, we'll be here a while if we go through them all.
Recharge on.
I wonder how Behrman is doing. We're kind of doing a bit of a reverse strat because we're doing hard medium from here, and we're doing okay. But yeah, and then Ferrari strategies, like, they improved last season, but then there was like blatant shit in like Vegas when there's a safety car and they just don't pit Leclerc for whatever reason. And it's like, whoever is the strategist at Ferrari who was shit before is still shit. They're still there. And that is why you need to hire me, because I'll know, you know, whenever there's like a safety car, you should probably box your driver in the specific scenario that it was in Vegas. But they're like, no, he's grand. Leave him out. Yeah, but Vanguard, they're doing a thing where they're like not pitting at all. Like Silverstone 2022 signs his first win. Leclerc has damage, and under the safety car, they do not pit him, fix the damage. They're like, oh, just stay out, lad. You're grand. You're sweet. Who knows what they're thinking? I don't.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Oh, Russell's trying to push now. The fact that whenever in Singapore last season, Ferrari's only win, by the way, Sainz had to tell Ferrari, oh, I'm keeping Norris in my DRS here, you know, just so that we can keep the lead here. We can use him as a shield. And
Lift up at this stage.
Ferrari were like, what? You can do that? And I was like, yes! Yeah, of course! Why is this news to you? Anyway, there's my Man United and Ferrari strategist application over. I hope you all enjoyed. Oh yeah, Haaland as well. You know Erling Haaland, the dude who's scoring all the goals? You know? A while ago. Just... Not as early as Ollie seen him, and Ollie seen him and was like, here, United, you should sign this Haaland guy. And they were like, no, Ollie, you're fuck you. And then Ollie's like, but man is a robot who just scores goals. And United were like, no, don't think he's that good actually.
Recharge on, please.
Who knows? Who knows?
Charge button on.
Yeah, copy.
If anyone employed there has a brain, I don't think any of them do.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Alright, we're almost in the pit window here. With Behrman. I've just realised Leclerc's went over his pit window. Does he have any... Hold the phone. Do we want to go straight on softs? What tires does Leclerc have here?
Just look after this tire tip though. Look after
Leclerc has fresh hards, 86% mediums, 92% softs. Right. What do we want to do with Leclerc here? Yeah, I think we'll just box him onto hards, I guess, because then we can just push. Let's just push Leclerc now. On those mediums. Meanwhile, we want to keep Behrman inside the DRS of Russell. And Leclerc now is going to go on to the hards. And exit.
And box.
Probably in good enough standing. Did he just say box? I agree, Leclerc. Box! Absolutely, Vanguard, I am the man who can save the Reds. And that is not a euphemism for something. Anyway, watch the white line. Watch the white line. Leclerc now is 1.4 down the road from Porcher.
Yeah, copy.
We're going to have Behrman come in now for the mediums. And we're going to have Leclerc peace out from Porcher
Box and pick confirm, please. Box, pick confirm.
and head on down the road.
Copy, box.
Okay, so it's closing up a little bit.
Yeah, Vanguard, you might be right. I do think he actually wants to box. And I wonder now where Behrman's going to come out.
Understood.
You have the fastest lap.
Behrman going to come out now behind Russell, who he had been battling with. And we've got Sargent there. Doohan still needs the box. Tersu in a podium position. You've missed a potential first podium for a female in our save. Would be the first female podium in Formula 1, I would believe. Meanwhile, Behrman on the outside of Russell. There's a Williams in the middle. They may go 3 wide here. Behrman on the outside sends it through. What a move round the outside from Behrman. What a move. Behrman. What a sensational move that is there. Wow. And unfortunately, we're going to have to break the hopes of all the women around the world. Behrman's going to steam through on Tersu. Into P3. Get in. Screw. Behrman just says, screw you, this is my podium. This is my story. And Behrman now heading down the road after Teo Porcher as well. Could get a P2. It could get me in trouble or control, Vanguard. Which one is it? I think trouble. Not in the save hour. We've had multiple podiums with Behrman. Behrman's actually had 2 wins this save, I think.
Push now, push.
Copy.
Oh. I've just realised Porcher is now back in the DRS of Leclerc. Let us change that very quickly.
Focus on tires.
Because Behrman's just steadily catching Porcher now. And inside the DRS he'll be this lap. Let's back off a little bit. Get our tyre temps down. And we will be in swinging range. Ollie bearing down on Theo. Oliver bearing down on Theo. Is this a play of words here?
For info, we are not fuel.
And
We are not fuel.
bearing down he is as Behrman now with a sensational drive this race into P2 and Leclerc may be a little concerned. I think Leclerc now can just push on his tyres. We'll tell Behrman now to break the DRS of Pourchaire. Fastest lap for Behrman.
Okay, that was a purple lap. I'll let you know if the situation changes.
Has Bear won yet? I think he has. I think he's got 2 wins at this stage, Vanguard.
Okay, recharge on.
But we're at the stage now we're trying to defend from Pourchaire. And we don't have the best ERS to do it. Pourchaire's tyres are going to start to improve over time because... Oh, there's a fly. Was there a fly? No, it looked like a fly. Anyway, Pourchaire's back now in the DRS. Nearly. It's very marginal. Just outside the DRS. There's another yellow flag there out. And it's Solov with a lockup. But Tersu does have a P5 here, pretty much nailed on. So brilliant result for the women in Formula 1. It's going to be a P5 for Tersu. Her joint best result. And I think what we're going to do with Behrman now is just harvest some energy. Pourchaire will get through on us. But we still do have the mediums to
Good to push up.
use here.
4 laps to go.
And we just need to get our energy back while we stay with.
Slow down now. Recharge on.
Copy.
And 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go.
Copy.
Okay, we'll go recharge off.
And Behrman now gonna push a little bit to catch Pourchaire now. Leclerc gonna push for the fastest lap if he can get it here. Meanwhile, Behrman gonna look to try and get through on Pourchaire, but Pourchaire may have DRS now, which he does from Maloney. What's happened, Maloney?
2 laps to go.
Something has happened, Maloney, that has resulted in him struggling here. And as Leclerc rounds the final corner, will he get the fastest lap here? He does not. Behrman still holding on to the fastest lap. Meanwhile, Behrman bearing down on Pourchaire on the final lap here, going for the P2. Pourchaire goes defensive. Behrman now round the outside with the DRS. Can he get the move done? And it's going to be a comfortable move here on the final lap. Behrman now into P2. Let's go. And it may be another Ferrari 1-2. Let's go. Come on, Behrman. We're just going to skip on here. Round the lap we go. Leclerc now rounding the final corner.
DRS is disabled. DRS is disabled.
What, Vanguard? He did what? He did what in this cup?
Amazing.
Yeah, you nailed it this time.
Anyway, Behrman now round the final corner he goes.
That's Leclerc.
And
Is today's winner.
I think Behrman kept the fastest lap. But a lovely result there. 1-2 for Ferrari. Tersu in the AlphaTauri. Brilliant result for women all around the world. Gets P5. Probably the best finish of a woman ever. I know there has been a woman in Formula 1 before. I feel like, I don't remember her name, but I'm pretty sure there has been. But I don't know if she's finished as high as P5. I feel like that is the highest finish for a woman in history. Is a P5 with Tersu. And it's pretty well known at this stage that AlphaTauri are just better than Red Bull in this particular save. They just out-qualify them, but Behrman up 6 positions with the fastest lap. What a drive it has been. Meanwhile, Norris, Hajar, one of the only driver yet to score points in a Mercedes. We still don't know why they signed him. Meanwhile, Norris up 11 positions in the other Mercedes gets P8. You can't write it. Behrman now up to P3, 10 points behind Pourchaire. As you can see there, Behrman has 2 race wins this season. Pourchaire has 1, Leclerc has 7. And despite the gulf in wins, I would like the gap between Leclerc and Pourchaire to be a bit bigger. And Tsunoda also has 2 wins as well here. Meanwhile, Hajar, 0. I repeat, 0 points in a Mercedes. Why did they sign him? He was shit with AlphaTauri. Baffling signing. And somehow has 0 points in a Mercedes as we head to Spa now. Meanwhile, Norris is P8 this season. If Mercedes had like another driver, they could have been ahead of Red Bull at this stage. I know Vanguard, like they can't fathom it. They just thought, oh, we could chuck anyone into the seat and it would work. No, Hajar was awful. Anyway, how's our manufacturing doing? We're good on underfloors. We're good on front wings. We need to put a front wing on Bear Dog here. We probably could do with 2 more. But chat, the big worry this season is we're now heading into the summer break and we have a total of less than 12 million remaining in our cost cap. It's so good, so it is. Anyway, I mean, sure. We have all the money in the world. I don't really think money is ever going to be an issue for us for the rest of eternity in this save. It's more just the cost cap, which is a fun dynamic, I must say, to have to deal with the thing. Did the vote come back for that thing yet? Oh, fuck off! Oh, no. No! Oh my god! For those of you who didn't see earlier, the regulation change was that we'd have 1 less engine, ERA system and gearbox. And the vote has went through via fucking tiebreaker. We're already struggling on cost cap this season. And now this. Why? 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 Oh my god, that's just made it awful. And I honestly swear, chat, we already have like a reduced cost cap as well, don't we? What is our cost cap? I'm trying to remember. Where is just... There is something that says, like, regs, isn't there? What is that? Oh, rules and regulations. I just missed it. So, yeah, our cost cap is already going down. What year are we in? Alright, so next season our cost cap is going down, as well as engine allocation, ERS, and gearbox allocation. Why? That just means you need to operate on just a budget of pennies. How are we supposed to do that? We are absolutely screwed. We're absolutely screwed. I've no idea. Chat, one benefit is that we're not paying Leclerc anymore, because Leclerc is on, I don't know how much. Welcome in McLaren OP. What advice are you looking for? We're just in the middle of freaking out over our cost cap next year, because we're already screwed this year, and then the season after is even worse. But yeah, so Leclerc's on 35 mil a year. Pourchaire, can we even have a look at what his contract is going to be next season? 25 million. Okay, we're paying 12 million less a year. Okay, that frees up some money. Okay. We have that. We have that. Okay. That is good, chat. We have that. What advice are you looking for McLaren? Doing a career with McLaren, Lawhoot, pair of Norris. Who's better in game, Pourchaire, Piastri? I don't really know at the start. Currently in my save, it's Pourchaire. But we're in 2033. We're way down the line. And it depends, a lot of it depends on results and development. So if I were you, I would go for like the realism aspect. McLaren, I would just stick with Piastri. And just see, can you develop him, develop him in the right areas. Behrman, we went for a development of, you know, accuracy, control, and smoothness. I don't know why his control's down that far, but his pace isn't as great as we would like it to be. Whereas if we look at Pourchaire, he's gone a different development path where they've gone very pace based, and then he's more mistake prone. Yeah, in the game, if he's making mistakes, McLaren, it's because his accuracy, control, and it's because his control and smoothness are low. So what you want to do is you want to go yeah, let's go here. Go into your driver, you want to go to development, and you want to put them on wet track, because that will develop control and smoothness, which honestly I would say are two of the most important stats, because if you have low control and smoothness, your driver is going to make constant mistakes all the time. That's why I have mine really high. I think smoothness is the biggest one, because whenever you're not practicing it, the control will just drop, because Behrman's control used to be 100, now it's just dropped to 30, but if we go back to wet track again, it'll just jump to 100 again, which I don't know why it does that. So maybe control's not the most important, maybe you could get away with like race strategy, but smoothness, again, is very, very important, just to make sure your driver's not making mistakes. Anyway, chat, we're going to head now on to Spa. It is going to be a sprint weekend, and for the remaining distance of the season, we have 11.9 mil remaining. Hooray! So exciting. I'm going to give it another go. Norris is third in the championship after 19 races, but Piastri's 15th? 15th? Ugh. 15th? How's that happened?
Belgium. In the
Oh no, it's gonna be a wet Spa. Oh no, it's gonna be wet on the Sunday. It's gonna be wet on the race day. But what we can do is we're gonna put our old parts in the car for practice. And I feel like we actually may have to sacrifice this a little bit because on a wet race you never really know what's gonna happen. So we may just have to put bad parts in the car, to be honest. Because on a wet track, you can't even really use your engine to overtake that well. Yeah, McLaren. I don't imagine the I don't imagine you getting a amazing result in the constructors. Anyway, we're gonna put on like slightly used parts. But as it's gonna be wet on the Sunday, I feel like we're not gonna use really good parts. Oh yeah, McLaren, if you're new here, that is commonplace at this stage. Porchera is rapid, and also so are Alfa Romeo. But yeah, we're actually gonna not use a great parts this weekend because I feel like Spa, just anything can really happen, and then it's gonna be wet, or it's gonna be dry, then wet, then dry. But yeah, genuinely, McLaren, Porchera is probably the quickest driver in this save behind Leclerc. And Leclerc is retiring at the end of the season, so what we've gone and done is
P2.
sign Porchera for next season. So yeah, Porchera is going to be joining us once Leclerc retires. So we're going to be having Porchera and Behrman as our drivers, which will be fun to see. Leclerc will retire as a 6-time champion. You're spot on, Vanguard. That is, if he wins this season, Vanguard. He will retire a 6-time champion. He's currently a 5-time champion, joint with Verstappen.
We do not require any fuel.
But Behrman now gonna get his final quali run in here on used softs and does not improve. Okay. Love how great Behrman is in qualifying. But yeah, Leclerc will have one more than Verstappen, but one less than Hamilton and Schumacher. Let us load now into Q2. I would love to say hopefully Behrman or Porcher could have an opportunity, but I feel like they have started their careers too late. I'm gonna actually fire Behrman on the fresh softs because I want to make sure he's through into Q3. And yeah, Leclerc's actually a bit too close for my liking, so what we're gonna do is
Confirm no threats.
Slow down. Copy that.
Charge button off.
Copy that.
wonder will that work? Yeah, we've like not inhibited Bearman, but we still got through. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to not be too close to Bearman, that would distract him, but then still get a good lap with Leclerc. And we got spot on there. Is it gonna get dry here? Anyway, we're through into Q3. So is Sarge, Tersu, Piastri, Pocher, Solov, Maloney, Montoya, and Sonoda. You thought your stream froze? Is it because I was just... Just because I was just, you know, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to have to actually use used softs with Bearman because he needs softs for the sprint and softs for the race. Yeah, I just... There we are.
So focus on warming the tyres.
Copy.
Focus on tyre temps.
I'm just replying to a couple people here. A couple people be asking me questions, be all up in my grill, you know. Anyway. Oh. I didn't realize we were only going to have one run here. Well, a bit late now. Bearman's going out and used softs. We're just going to... I mean, fuck it. It was our mistake. And let's see where we go now. As it's already started raining this early on. Look how quick the rain's coming down. We've just finished our lap. Leclerc's gone quickest. But is everyone else's lap going to be screwed by the rain coming down so rapidly? Look how quick that rain came down. Wow. Wow.
Time 3P1.
Legit, like, out of the final corner, it just changed so massively. And I just realised that's both Williams in the Q3, wow. But unfortunately they could not see the benefit of it. But wow, the rain came down so quickly, I was not expecting that at all. Still the Alfa Romeos are there though, it's a bit annoying. But that is going to be us, it's going to be a Ferrari 1-2 here. And still going to have the... I mean, we're going to prepare the fresh softs. And save. Is it really drying that quickly? It's not. Everyone's out on inters anyway. But yeah, the track was not drying. It wasn't going to be softs. Us just going out there would have been a risk. We may see some drivers jump. Not really. Was expecting maybe an improvement from the Williams there. But no real improvements. And we're going to head now on into the sprint race. Where we're going to be starting on fresh softs, which Bearman actually now comfortably has a set of fresh memes. Ferrari timing it right for once. I know, Vanguard. It's crazy. It's like I'd give a big rant about how I'm the go-to strategist, and then what do you know? You follow the leader. It's crazy what happens when you hire me, Ferrari. Anyway, on to the sprint we go.
15 long and challenging laps await the drivers in today's sprint here at Spa.
And once the lights go out here at Spa, the attention will shift to the first corner, a turn that has seen its fair share of dramatic incidents over the years.
But just who comes out on top when the checkered... Here we are, the sprint around Spa-Francorchamps.
As we have the 5 red lights out now, and I don't know why I've skipped the start. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, that was an accident. You made those muffins, there's only 4 left. You're telling me you did not save me any muffins, is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing, is that there was muffins made and I didn't get any? Is that what I'm hearing? Is this what you're telling me through Morse code? I don't even know you knew Morse code, but is this what you're telling me? Meanwhile, we're just like blasting down the road here from the Alfa Romeos. They are 2.3 behind. Absolutely, Vanguard knows what it's like to be on my bad side. You know what I mean? So don't make Ferrari man angry. He go gur. You know. Don't make Ferrari man angry. Anyway, we're doing okay here. I mean, our drivers are side by side for whatever reason. Just gotta keep an eye on our wear here. Make sure that we're not going too over. Yeah, I think we can back off now. It seems the other drivers are backing off as well. O'Sullivan's retired, I believe.
Here we've got the Aston Martin. And ends up in the wall. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
Or the fact that I was only eating cookies has nothing to do with anything, okay? Oh, VSC out. These are rare, chat. Excitement. VSCs. We rarely get these anymore. And it's saying Maloney and AlphaTauri. No. Oh, what the fuck? Where were they going? Which AlphaTauri is that? Is that Tersu? Is that Solov? It's Solov. Tersu's down here in P6 and may have some more good points for AlphaTauri. And Solov's out of the race. Alright, we're going to be going green now. Ending now. Ending now. And currently doing okay here. Just going to keep an eye on the Delta to the Alfa Romeos. They're getting a bit close for my liking. Going to tell both of our drivers to push now. To make sure the Alfa Romeos. Oh my god, I shit myself when I seen the yellow flag and I saw our drivers swapping. It's Tersu, after having a brilliant result last time out, spins out of the final corner facing the wrong way. Oh, and that's heartbreaking. Could have been more results for the first female driver in this save. But our drivers now continue to swap here on the third last lap. Behrman trying to take the win from Leclerc. Leclerc trying to ensure that he extends his lead of the championship here to have his 6th championship win. It would be his 5th championship win in a row in this save as we head now on to the final lap, and I'm going to let this play out for you, chat. The final lap here. I hope you know the preview of your stream just saying things, are we going to violate? What does that say? What? Oh, you mean the title? Are we going to violate? I mean, it depends where you're watching. You could read the full title if you're on PC. But I'm guessing on mobile it's just like cut off. Are we going to violate? And it's just like, who are we violating? Leclerc in the lead now. And Behrman. Vanguard says that's the only reason I joined. You're like, who are we violating? Who's being violated? And we're doing well here, meanwhile. Sonoda's got ahead of both Alfa Romeos. And you've got to say it's been a little bit disappointing from Russell. Russell showed some good pace. And Mick and the Haas. And they're off. But a bit disappointing from Russell. Russell's not been as close to Tsunoda as we would have thought in the McLaren. Meanwhile, it seems Leclerc may have this win in the bag unless Behrman goes for a mega send, which they never do on this track. I wish they did go for sends out of the final corner, but they really don't anymore on this game. Meanwhile, Leclerc wins the sprint. Schumacher gets a 10-second time penalty. And Tsunoda finishes on the podium in the sprint. It's double points for Williams. Brilliant result for them. Meanwhile, Tersu with a spin misses out. And heartbreak. But anyway, it's another Ferrari 1-2. Hopefully we can replicate that in the race. We had great pace there at the start. And it's going to be a soft intersoft? I don't think it's going to be wets. Is this going to be wets? Is this going to be wets? Is this going to be wets? Is it going to be wet? Is it going to be wet? I am going to risk it for the biscuit. Inters. All wets, then inters. Then softs. Usually we always get the wet weather wrong. But here, you know, life is worth living, and we are living it. Ain't that right? R says she really likes my hoodie. What do we think, chat? What's the review on the hoodie? Do we like it? Do we like the hoodie? Yeah, I do think it is gonna be wet. Just could be a bit bothersome. See, Vanguard spitting facts here. Hoodie do be hoodieing. We've only one set of softs for Behrman. Interesting, I thought we had an extra set of softs. Yes, or that is a good thing. You do want your hoodie to be hoodieing. Like if my hoodie were not hoodieing, they'd be like, what kind of hoodie is this? It's not even hoodieing. You know what I mean? So you want your hoodie to be hoodieing. Anyway, chat, we're gonna do this race,
44 laps ahead of us
and
here at
we've.
Spa as we get ready for the
I don't know if wets or inters is gonna be the right way to go. If it's inters, we're gonna stay inter.
can achieve.
But if it's wets,
It's the Belgian
I'm kind of hoping it is wets because that's the strategy we're going for, obviously. But it needs to get wet like rapidly.
and away we go.
And Sonoda now round the outside of Behrman. Can Behrman defend here? He is going to defend. Please defend your position.
Certainly don't let any cars pass you.
Alright, Teddy left Lucy.
Don't risk anything.
We've got out ahead here. And Behrman actually struggling just to stay with Leclerc now. Despite Leclerc not using ERS. Interesting. We get Behrman to use ERS again here, as the DRS should be enabled this lap. And the DRS is enabled, but Leclerc just has unrelenting pace. And this time, as there's going to be wet weather, we are going to push on fuel. Because you just save so much fuel during wet weather. It's not really an issue. Gonna tell our drivers to go on medium overtake aggression just so that they're not holding each other up. Because we may be in that phase now where being held up slightly. We are dropping Porcher out of this battle, and Sonoda is staying well within the battle. The rain is coming in 4 minutes time. The rain is coming in 4 minutes time. Now, I don't fully know. Chat, let me know, is wets the right idea? Is wets the right idea? The clouds are descending. Vanguard says probably not.
It's raining like crazy.
I understood.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I just can't. I have to go for it. I have to go for wets. I'm sorry. I feel like it's the move. I feel like it is the move. We're gonna get Behrman now just to back up Sonoda if we can. It's a bit late in the day to be asking him to do that.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, Sonoda stayed out.
Let's leave the repeat box.
Yeah, copy.
Is anyone coming in? It's now a wet track and no one's come in.
Yes, it's closing up a little bit.
Yep. I'm scared. I must be honest, I'm scared of what I've done. Oh, Bearman's going extremely slowly.
You can cancel or reduce liftoff where possible.
Oh no! What's happened?
Now we're just proceeding through turn 4. There's the opening.
For info, we are not fuel limited. We are not fuel limited.
Copy.
Right, let's have a look here as we go into turn 8. The opportunity's there.
What the fuck's he doing? What the fuck was that?
Look after the tires.
Yeah, copy.
What is going on?
We've got a yellow flag here. Now we should be able to take a look here. Now this is what happened as they took turn 8. Oh no, that's not how...
Everyone's in the box now. Everyone in. Is Sonoda out? Oh, we fucked it. Oh, what sense does that make? It was a wet fucking track and we've been undercut by fucking 6 people. What is that? What?
We've got yellow.
Piastri's gone.
Now there's the car of Piastri. Nothing wrong so far. Struggling with the car. But really it was always going to be a tough time out on the track.
Like, I don't get how the AI, like, the AI always knows exactly what the weather's gonna do. Whereas I'm like, of course you would box on the wets. And then the game was like, actually no. Actually no. No. Now we're barely fucking hanging on.
No risk.
Copy.
Head down.
I'm actually baffled at how this game works. The wet weather, still to this day, I've no idea. No idea.
Less lift off.
That made physically no sense. How the cars on softs were that much quicker.
More foot.
Copy.
Come on, Bearman. Let's get Piastri now. Come on. Or not. Or fucking not. Oh, I do not understand wet weather in this game, and it's been months of playing the game, and I still don't get it.
You can slow down.
Copy.
The release of the next game has literally been announced, and I still don't understand this one. Just overtake him! Why is he sitting in the toe? Just pull to the right, like, fucking hell. It's so frustrating to watch.
So, lift off.
Copy.
Like, he's just gonna sit in the toe, never go for a move. Just go right! Send it on the cunt! Oh my fucking Christ, like. I'm literally having you abuse everything until you overtake Piastri. Berman, I'm gonna burn through these wets before you even fucking... And then now we've got another... Oh my god. Another driver who's now stuck in the tow. Leclerc's also just not overtaken. Why?
Your tyre temperature's back under control for the moment.
Copy.
Caution on the battery.
Just send it anywhere. You're right there. You're within a tenth. Fucking send it. Oh my god. This game is fucking coded by a monkey.
Oh, recharge on.
Copy.
Just any... There we go. Up a Rouge. The most dangerous corner on the entire calendar. Leclerc's like, I was scared to send it every other corner, but this one's fine. Who made this game? Come on, Leclerc. You've got this. You've got this, Papa Leclerc. The overtake is not successful. You're still side by side with him. Please now. Please secure the move. He's finally got him. Holy bejesus. That took forever. Yeah, we're gonna box now for inters.
Speed confirm and box.
Pete confirm on box.
New inter.
We were just abusing those wets because screw the wets.
Copy. Front speed line. Slippery speed box.
Sleeper repeat box.
What's the right line?
Watch the white line.
White line on the exit.
And hopefully now we can get some overtaking done. Piastri comes in. Is anyone else coming in? Are they really staying out on wets? Chat, I think everyone's staying out on wets until it goes dry.
Maybe a chance.
Copy.
Which, if that's the case, we will then re-lock again into the win. Oh no, they're finally coming in. Let's get Leclerc to push a bit. And Behrman as well, because we're not going to make the fucking... We're not going to make the moves on track, are we? And it's McLaren 1-2. Please overtake him, Leclerc. There you go. Leclerc into P3. The undercut did work. Leclerc's through on Portier.
You're doing a mega job.
Lovely overtake there from Leclerc. We're now going to tell him to back off on his tyre to get him back into temp.
Copy.
And see him with Ollie.
All light.
Let's get them back into the right window. There's a mistake. It's Sonoda who was in the lead. Sonoda who was in the lead, locked up,
Just look at how
and he's gone. He had a comfortable lead there, locks up, and then forgets how to rejoin because this game is coded so well that, you know, yes, Vanguard is going to dry up. It is going to dry up. Hopefully, Sonoda forgets how to rejoin all the way back to Behrman, but never mind, he rejoins in front of Behrman, because of course he would. Why would he not?
Recharge off.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Leclerc actually having it sent on him by Pourchaire. He needs to not let this move happen at all. Has to defend with everything. Come on, Leclerc. No! 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 No!
and we can easily see how wet it is on the track. That's the moment they lose it. And once it started, they were pretty powerless to do anything.
He didn't put it into the wall, Vanguard. At least, but he's lost P2 and potentially the win with that. We now need to get our tyres back into the window again.
Charge button on.
Okay.
And it is going to be dry soon, but we don't want to go in too soon. We want to time our dry run perfectly. Meanwhile, Pourchaire in the lead ahead of Russell, our championship rival, making sure that he gets maximum points here, which is not at all what we wanted to hear. Meanwhile, Behrman is catching Sonoda here, so there's something to write home about. And the track is going to dry soon. So what we're going to do now is just push flat out on our tyres, because we can. As Leclerc goes off.
Head down.
Rejoin? Fucking rejoin.
That last corner was... Keep pushing.
Oh my fucking god, what a dumbass.
Here we go, heading into turn one.
Who coded this game that they do that, like? What the fuck, man? Rejoin, please!
Don't worry, mate.
Yeah, sorry.
Just keep your head down. No more rate.
And box.
I'll keep Behrman out in actual lap. See, does that change anything? Actually, the rain's not even coming down that quickly anymore. Now that I'm about to box, that's when the rain has decided to not come down that quickly. You know, just lovely, love the timing. Love the great timing, yeah. Fucking hell. The rain is coming down at a specific rate, but then whenever I'm on a box, then it's like, actually, we're gonna slow down. We're not actually gonna rain as quick anymore. Please overtake him. Please. Well, at least Piastri went off. So everyone has boxed ahead of us just perfectly, yeah. We've now got Russell, Porcher battling for the win. Sargent on the podium somehow. Iwasa, Dude, Montoya, Sonoda. Fucking hell. My question is, why would it not be a Sargent podium? I'm just gonna have our drivers battle between each other for positions, because they've already made 30,000 errors anyway. What's a few more errors? You know what I mean? They may as well push now to try and get every position that they can, because Sonoda's down the road, and he's realistically the only driver that they can get. You're right, are a few oopsie whoopsies. Come on, Behrman. Come on, Behrman. Come on! Come on! On the inside of Sonoda. What a move! What a move.
Increase your lift of coast a little bit more, please.
And Behrman switches to the inside, battling with Leclerc now. And they're going to have one more run, Upper Rouge. And Behrman, who does have the fastest lap, is going to have the DRS here. Is he going to get ahead of Leclerc? And it seems... Oh, never mind. See how he's not pulling out of the toe, even though he should have made the move 5 years ago. He's just not pulling out of the toe. So that's great. But anyway, we're going to move on through. Porcher wins, who would have guessed it, followed by Sarge on the podium somehow, and Montoya doing, and then the two Ferrari lads, who are just so good at their jobs. We love them. Just so good. Impeccable. Impeccable.
Taking the front. RP7.
That was nice.
Was it nice, Leclerc? Was it? Huh? Was it? Porcher win. We lose 6 positions and lose a monster amount of fucking points in the championship. Chat, need I remind you, the final race of the season, the final race of the season is double points. Double points. Because why else? You know, why would it be normal points, you know? It's double points for whatever fucking reason. Which basically means 50 points to recover isn't tricky anymore. The board are happy with us. I want to hit the board in a fucking head with the board because they haven't been able to fucking swing the other teams to vote for fucking better regulations than the ones we have coming. We have literally 2034. We're going to be absolutely fucking shafted on the regs, like unbelievably shafted. I think I don't know what Leclerc needs. He's got 100 control and he still made all those mistakes. I don't know what Leclerc needs after that race. That was a very disappointing race, chat. Very, 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 very disappointing. Anyway, let's find some parts to manufacture. Where are we in chassis? We're fine on chassis. Front wing, we're okay. Rear wing, we're okay. Side pods, we're fine. Underfloor, we're fine. And suspension, we're fine. Welcome in, Lou. Was nice to see channel legend Behrman make it to the big time. Yes, it was, Lou. It was nice to see Ollie Behrman achieve his dream of getting to race in Formula 1. It was lovely to see him in... where were they in again? Saudi. They were in the Saudi Grand Prix. Anyway. Currently, chat, our cost cap is 11.9 million, and then we've got to try and survive the rest of the season. We're only at the mid-season break now. So there's that. I don't know how they've improved, you know. Anyway, we're really good in top speed chat, but nothing else. Really nothing else we're good at. Anyway, what facilities need refurbed? There's a couple things that are not long away. Yeah, spinning and going wide repeatedly and locking up and then forgetting how to rejoin did not help. Even after the ridiculous pit thing where it was like... There's just some wet races that absolutely annoy my shite. And that was one of them. Alright, we'll take that out. Bunch of gym training there. We'll chuck on the lads. And we're going to advance on now to the Dutch Grand Prix. Got some research done. Gonna keep checking. Oh, there we are. Factory needs refurbed. We're just gonna keep checking what needs refurbed every once in a while. Sepulveda's now up to 80 rated. Interesting. Got a couple of research in, but I don't really think we're going to be able to do much more research the rest of the year because we are trying to survive on a budget of like 11.9 million the rest of the season. And that has to do with manufacturing, and research, so I don't know. I really don't know. There's a couple seasons where we were like considerably under the cost cap, where I'm like, I kind of wish we had went over. Well, not over, but like we'd used a lot more of those cost caps, or cost cap, yeah, words. Anyway, let's have a look at facilities. I'm sure there's a couple that need refurbed here. No, 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 apparently not. Team hub, no. Here we are, memorabilia room and tour center. And what else do we have? That's it, okay. But anyway, chat, that has been it from me for this evening. I may be back later on, I'm not quite sure what mood I'm in. But what we are going to do is we're going to end the stream here, and I'm going to go get dinner. And when I come back from dinner, maybe I might stream again. Dunno. But anyway, we're going to find some to raid on our way out. Let us raid Tiamat on our way out. It's not letting us raid Tiamat. Has he disabled raids? I'm guessing so. I wish I could raid Tiamat. Tiamat is who raided me to make my channel what it is. But we're gonna raid Yarno Atmir, who's also doing F1 Manager. But thank you all for watching. I'll be back later on. Potentially I'm gonna go get dinner, and we'll see how it goes down. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and goodbye.